Hi everyone, Metal Breakdown here. So I know I'm kind of late for this album review since usually on YouTube you have to do it right away for it to get views. So I'll probably won't get that many views, but I still wanted to do it because Children of Bodom is a band I really like, and yeah, I just wanted to do their review just for fun, just for me, even if it doesn't get that many views. And I listened to it for the first time this morning, and I didn't want to feed you guys bullshit and say stupid things after only one listen. I wanted to take time with the album to judge it better and to review it better, you know. So that's why I'm only doing it right now tonight at 11 p.m. after listening to the album 4 times, so now I know it a bit better. I don't say that my opinion on it won't change, because it probably will. I feel like this album is a real grower, so I might like it better in the next few weeks or days, I don't know, but I'll just say how I feel about it right now, and everything you need to know about this album, Hexed by Children of Bodom, from what I've heard right now. So in this album review, I'll focus mainly on the top 5, but maybe I'll still talk about the other songs as well. We'll see. But yeah, I'll focus mainly on the top 5 and talk about some few facts about this album. So yeah, let's do this, guys, for this album review for Hexed by Children of Bodom, their first album in 4 years since I Worship Chaos. That was released in 2015, if I remember correctly. So let's do this. So I'll start with the couple of few facts that I wanted to give you guys. So to compare it with the 2 most recent albums by the band, so I Worship Chaos and Halo of Blood, I would say it's better than I Worship Chaos, and that's not a small thing to say for me, because I know a lot of fans really hated I Worship Chaos, but for me it was not the case. It was not like one of their best albums, like, let's say, my favorite Follow the Reaper or Hate Breather or 8 Crew Death Roll, but it was a strong one. I liked it for what it was. But I would say that Hexed, at least for now, is not as good as Halo of Blood, which is one of my favorite albums by the band. Again, not as good as the classic Children of Bodom record, but yeah, Halo of Blood is probably my favorite album they did in the recent years, you know? Another fact is that they wanted to do a catchy, well, maybe they did not want to do that, but a lot of people said that it was a catchier album with a lot of rock influences, even though it's still clearly melodic death metal oriented. There's a lot of rock influence that you can hear, stuff from classic bands, but it still sounds melodic death metal, so don't think that this album will sound like AC/DC. That's not my point, but you can hear the influences. I also need to point out that the album cover is great. It's so different from everything they've done before. You know, all their album looks pretty much the same with a different color each time. They're not exactly the same, but same kind of album cover, you know. The only exception was probably Relentless Reclass Forever, which was kind of different as well, but I don't really like that one. And for X, I really like that album cover. It's so cool what they did, and I love the purple cover. It just works well with everything on the album. I don't know why, but it's a fact. For my favorite songs on the album that are not among the top 5, I would say maybe Ikata's Nightmare, the most recent single that was released on at the same time as the album. So yeah, today. Also Platitudes and Barren Words. Maybe Relapse, The Nature of My Crime. I really love that one. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the honorable mentions. For me, there's no super bad tracks or anything like that, but these are the songs that stand out the most among all the songs that are not in my top 5. Now let's start to talk about the top 5. So in the 5th position, I went with Glass Houses. This song starts super heavy with a riff that is leading the song for a while before the vocals kick in. The first 2 lines for the lyrics are truly showing you the intensity of this song, since Alexia is saying, "Keep your enemies closer, they say, but I prefer mine's dead and miles away." Love the way the song is starting, truly showing you the hate and everything, you know. I also love that they did a bridge between the third verse and the last chorus. It changes the song structure and it makes it even more interesting for the listener to listen to this song. In the 4th position, I went with Knuckle Duster, the longest song on this album according to Wikipedia, and the one I was the most looking forward for that reason. It was originally on the 2004 EP Trashed, Lost, and Strung Out, and it was like 2 minutes shorter back then. Unfortunately, all of this is not the case, since on the version I listened to on Apple Music, it's almost the same length as on the 2004 EP. But I found out after that it's because on the YouTube version there's some kind of hidden track, so that's why it was so long on the Wikipedia track list. But after all, the song is not really longer than the one we had on the EP like 15 years ago. But I will judge it like a new song, since I have not listened to it to the first version before, and because it's pretty different now. They changed up a lot of things. For that reason, I'm saying that it's one of my favorite from the album, because it's really heavy and it makes you headbang so damn hard, especially in the first minute. I love that part, and the guitar solo also kicks ass, so that's another really positive thing about this song. Now, entering the top 3, so in the 3rd position I went with This Road. This was the 2nd single, and it's the single that truly hyped me for Hexed. Under Grass and Clover was not bad, but it was just alright. Nothing that got me super excited, so I was kind of sad that they took so long before giving us a 2nd single. I don't remember the exact amount of time between the 2 singles, but I remember it was pretty fucking long. This song is heavy, it's trashy, and it's giving us a really good balance between keyboards and guitars. We have a good guitar solo plus a good keyboard solo, and Alexi is truly killing it on the lead guitar on this one. It's certainly a great pick to open the album. Hopefully they will play it live, maybe open the show with it. That would be awesome. As my 2nd favorite from this album, I went with Kick in the Spleen. The pace of this song is incredible, and it gives us a riff that is simply delicious, to say the least. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but that's really the case. I love the fact that this intensity is not going away until almost 2 minutes mark, well, the 2 minute marks. But even at this point, we have an instrumental bridge. It is more melodic for sure, but it still sounds super heavy and goes well with the rest of the song. It might be my favorite moment of the album. Each time it's playing, I'm just hypnotized by it. Truly. And my favorite song from the album, Hexed, is Hexed. This is the title track, and I truly feel like it should have been a single. Maybe even the first single, because it showcases the best things that this record has to offer. The keyboard and the guitar sound so great together in this song, and it's such a catchy one, especially the chorus. I hope they will be able to play it live, so the crowd will be able to scream along with them, because it's made like perfectly for that. The guitar solo and keyboard solo are truly insane, alternating between each and well, it's like guitar solo, keyboard solo, guitar solo again. A bit like what Slayer was doing with Kerry King and Jeff and Eamon. Like Jeff was playing, then Kerry, then Jeff again, you know? Switching from one side to another. And while we're listening to that solo, we feel like an exorcism is truly happening while blasting this song. It's crazy, and you know that's what X is about. I think it's about removing like power from someone, you know, some kind of witch things that I'm not sure I really understand, but you know, that's it. So that was it for my album review, guys. The other songs are great as well, but these are the 5 songs you should really check out if you don't have time to listen to the full album. But I still strongly suggest you to listen to it from start to finish. That way you'll love it better, and it will just makes so much more sense. So hopefully you enjoyed that album review. If you did, make sure to like this video and to tell me what were your favorite songs on X. Would be fun to talk with you about this album. I'm giving it 8 out of 10, at least for now, because maybe it will grow on me even more, because yeah, I feel like it's really a grower. So when I'll post my ranking on Facebook, don't be surprised if the grade is higher than that. I gave 8 out of 10 to the new In Flames album, I the Mask, but I loved it so much, especially since I saw them live last week. Bought that shirt as well. It's insane, so now I'm giving it more than 8, maybe 8.5, maybe it will even be a 9 in the future. I know that I the Mask is not for everyone, but for me it truly it's home, and I love every song on it now. I really did not think that it would be a grower, but damn, after spending a lot of time with this album, I probably listen to it now 15 times. I love it even more than ever. So if it continues that way, I would not be surprised to have a 9. So yeah, so far Hexed is definitely one of the strongest album with I the Mask in my opinion. So yeah, melodic death metal is truly dominating the metal world right now, even though the In Flames album is not really melodic death metal anymore, but you got the point, right? Bands from Sweden and Finland are killing it. So yeah, make sure to also like my Facebook page. The link is in the description. That way you won't miss my ranking for all the albums that I did review either here or on Facebook in 2019. I'm also doing a March Madness right now. In Flames are in it. Yeah, I think that Children of Bodom are in it as well, and their match is coming up, so you don't want to miss that. So like the Facebook page, link is in the description, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss any of the reviews I'm doing. That would be super cool. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you all next time.